Set to be sworn in as the Chief Minister of West Bengal for the third term now. She's going to be taking an oath at 10:45 a.m. today at Raj Bhavan. This is going to be Mamata Banerjee's third consecutive term as the Chief Minister after she spearheaded her party to a remarkable victory in the Assembly polls. BCCI Chief Saurav Ganguly, former Chief Minister Buddhadev Bhattacharya, Biman Bose from the left front, BJP State President Dilip Ghosh are amongst the ones who will be attending the oath-taking ceremony. Key members of Mamata's new cabinet are likely to be sworn in today, while others could take oath on Thursday. The oath-taking ceremony, however, is going to be a low-key affair in line with the COVID protocols.
सर नहीं लड़ा, आपके नेतृत्व में इलेक्शन लड़े, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, ऐसा होता है। आप इलेक्शन लड़े हो और आपको हरा दिया गया, जनता द्वारा, डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से। अब अभी बोलते हो वहाँ षड्यंत्र हुआ, तो आप जब हारे तो षड्यंत्र हो गया। आपने तो इतना सीट लेके जीते तो वो क्या षड्यंत्र करके जीता है। जो नैतिकता राजनीति में रहना चाहिए, अभी अभी आपको हराया है, अभी अब नहीं हारते एक विषय है, इलेक्शन नहीं लड़ते कोई विषय नहीं। ऐसा बहुत सीएम बने हैं। 2011 में भी ममता दीदी ने इलेक्शन लड़े हैं तो उन्होंने कोई खड़ा नहीं हुई थी, उन्होंने नेतृत्व लीडरशिप दिया था।
Maushami Singh reporting from Kolkata is now joining us with the very latest details on this story. Of course, the Maushami today is going to be a curtailed swearing in after the landslide win of Mamata Banerjee, but you know, we're living the times of pandemic. What is the curtailed oath-taking ceremony in line with the COVID protocols really looking like, and who are the ministers, if you're picking up from your sources, who perhaps would be taking oath alongside the Chief Minister?
See, Chaiti, it's very clear that during the entire campaign, the COVID protocols were thrown out of the window, and that not only the TMC but all parties were to be blamed. We saw open violation of all the guidelines, and perhaps Mamata Banerjee would have inherited a legacy where the COVID pandemic is at its peak here, and the fact is that she needs to, the day that the results were announced, there was a complete lockdown that came into being in Kolkata and all the parts of West Bengal. So really, it's really clear the priority has been spelled out by Mamata Banerjee, and that's why we see that it's going to be a very low-key ceremony today, unlike in the past when with much fanfare and a lot of optics, Mamata Banerjee actually took the oath. So really, and it'll be interesting also to see her equations with the West Bengal governor have been very bitter. The West Bengal governor has been tweeting over the current spate of violence that's happened yesterday and day before, and that's the reason we will have to wait and see. It will make for interesting optics because they share a very icy relationship with the TMC, even questioning the credibility of the governor. So that will be also interesting. We do learn that Mamata Banerjee might have a couple of ministers swearing in today, and the latter half would be actually taking oath tomorrow to avoid any crowding in the governor's house. But really, you know, this is a Mamata Banerjee of a very, very different kind that we will see when she takes oath, because remember that she has a huge responsibility of managing this pandemic, and there'll be a lot of expectations from the people as well.
That's right. Thanks, Maushami, for getting us those details right there. Mamata Banerjee has scripted a historic win in the biggest electoral fight of her career. The Bengal Chief Minister single-handedly put the brakes on Modi Shah juggernaut. Let's take a look at this report.
আমি বলেছিলাম ডাবল সেঞ্চুরি করব, বাংলার জয় হয়েছে, বাংলার মানুষের জয় হয়েছে।
For a moment, she makes you forget the unfortunate truth that it's a man's world. But this woman has earned her spurs, her space in that world. Election on election, vote by vote. The numbers stand testimony. This was a wave election for Mamata Banerjee, and with that wave, she has rewritten rules of Indian politics. Mamata Mamata Banerjee has stood as an exception to the rule. A one-woman army in a deeply patriarchal political landscape. She wasn't someone's daughter, wife or sister. Not born or married into politics, but risen as a grassroots street fighter.
जिसको पास हिम्मत है लड़ने के लिए वो कभी डरता नहीं है और हम तो एक स्ट्रीट फाइटर हूँ वो हर रोज मेरे को स्ट्रीट में लड़ने पड़ता है ये तो हमारा पास एक छोटा से बात जैसा होता है
The campaign, if it was her saying she wanted to slap the PM or calling Amit Shah Hodul Kutkut.
এই দেশে এখন দুটো নেতা একটা নেতা হচ্ছে হদল কুতকুত
An obese, bulging hulk or mocking JP Nadda.
কোনদিন হোম মিনিস্টার চলে আসছে কোনদিন ওই আরেকটা মিনিস্টার চলে আসছে কোনদিন চারটা নাড্ডা ফাড্ডা ভাড্ডা গাড্ডা সব চলে আসছে এখানে
She was doing what they say in politics have always done, and they always have been men. She was unladylike in a fighting pit where there were no ladies. This election was no different. The bar for political discourse was set low. If she used colorful language, she was served the same.
आदरणीय दीदी ओ दीदी
If election results are to go by, then Didi oh Didi did more for Didi in sympathy than it did for Dada.
अरे दीदी
Mamata Banerjee has been the only woman in politics to have founded her own party, the Trinamool Congress, in 1998. Former President Trinamool Congress had said her success was the outcome of her own struggles. And struggle she did, from being the giant slayer in 1984, defeating Somnath Chatterjee, to now, this woman is the destiny of Bengal for the next 5 years. Her people have picked Didi. Don't insult her by calling her the new Dada of Bengal. Didi has beaten Dada, and with that, Didi has etched history. As a politician, as a political campaigner, as a party leader, and oh yes, as a woman. It's but a Khela Hobe moment.